can find me a tennis ball or a foam roller. So let's start first with a little bit of foot, hamstring, calf stretch. You're going to just start walking in place. But here, what you're going to do is you're going to lift your heels nice and slow and slowly return the ankles back to the floor. So we're going to do one at a time, and I want you to slow down this movement. So like really slow. You can take a deep breath, inhale, flex, bringing those toes to the floor, lifting the heels one at a time. Great. And then we're going to just take the heels into the floor and lift the toes. So we're shifting the weight back. So you're going to engage your quads. And then we're going to just shift the weight forward. Keep the ankles and heels on the floor. Good. Now spread your toes out nice and wide. You got it. Okay, this will work. Tennis ball and a foam roller. So you're spreading your toes into the floor, kind of just feeling that ground with your feet. Let's start to shift the hips nice and slow. We're going to roll it around a few times towards the left side. So always try to keep your knees nice and flexed. We're not locking the knees. We're just relaxing. This is a relaxing class. Stop in the center, inhale, and then exhale. Slowly start to rotate the hips in the other direction. And if that tennis ball is on the floor, we're going to just take that tennis ball underneath the right or the left foot. And this is going to be a really good massage. You will apply the tension that works for you. So the foot should be right over your tennis ball. You're going to roll that ball from the front to the balls of the foot, maybe around the toes, and you can start shifting, right, from the right to the left. If you need balance, you can hold on to a chair or a wall. So applying the tension that works for you. We're rolling forward and back. That's it. Taking a deep breath. Now, Sammy, I want you to find a point, a trigger point, something that is a little bit sore and tender. Once you get to that trigger point, just hold pressure right there. So you can stop rolling and just focusing on holding the pressure right into that trigger point. Maybe you can move on to the next. If there's another place that you find any tenderness, maybe it could be on the outer edge of your foot, inside around the arch, anywhere that is triggered. Find that point and hold the tension. Taking deep breaths. And working with that soft tissue. Maybe roll it around a circle a few times. Switching directions. Very good. We're going to go on and switch to the other side. So this foot should be nice and released. You have released the fascia and release all the muscles in the bottoms of the foot. Go ahead and start rolling forward and back. Nice and slow, because right now what you're doing is scanning the bottom of your foot for that trigger point. So you're just kind of getting the feel all the way into the ankles, all the way towards the toes. And as you roll a few times forward and back, you can start taking the ball towards the outer edge of your foot as you roll from the front to the back, just like a Xerox copy machine. And then you can start shifting the ball towards the middle and moving your way over towards the inner part of your foot. big toe. And then we're going to stop right around the center or at your trigger point. Mine is around the arch of my foot. And you're just going to stay there, applying tension and pressure into that trigger point. We're going to hold this about 30 seconds. So make sure you're breathing here, sending oxygen into the muscle. It also helps you relax. Only enough tension so you're pushing with the weight towards the right. Maybe moving on into another trigger point if there is another one, or you can still hold on this one. We're going to do another 30 seconds. Very good. We're going to roll the ball now about 3 to 4 times in the outer direction. You can feel around the balls of the foot, releasing tension. And let's go ahead and reverse, going inward towards the midline of the body. And great. All right, so let's go ahead and come down to the floor. Leave the tennis ball nearby. You won't need it. We'll start with the foam roll. We haven't worked with the foam roll. So, first things first, you're just going to have a seat in the middle of your foam roller. We're going to start rolling that posterior chain, your glute muscles. Again, same concept of working with the tennis ball. All you are doing here is focusing on your trigger spots. Those spots where the tension is in the muscle a little bit tender and sore. So you can start rolling slowly from the front into the back. You're going to use your foot flat on the floor, and you're going to start scanning the glutes for any tightness, any soreness. And once you find a point, you can hold tension on that trigger point. And you can release, so we can hold about 20 to 30 seconds and start scanning again. So you don't want to roll too fast. You want to go nice and slow, like opening up a pizza dough. Once you find that other trigger point, you can sit on it and hold tension. We're going to get the muscles pressed up this way for a stretch. Now, if you're doing any type of sport, or if you're going into the gym to work out, this could be a great warm-up for you. So you can do a few sets of rolling. Now we're going to bring the toes up, stretching out the legs. You're still at the lower insertion of the glute and where your hamstrings start. So we're going to start reaching forward towards the toe. So great way to warm up before sports, working out, swimming. Great on an active recovery day. Use the foam roller. Great. Now, we're going to start bending the knees and going towards the sacrum, the lower back, and the top of your glute muscle. So the hands can come to the floor right behind you. And right around here is where we tend to hold a lot of stress and tension. You can roll nice and slow, maybe dropping the legs into the right side slightly to get into that right glute. Once you find that trigger point, I already found one, hold that tension. About 30 seconds, relax the shoulders. Even though we're here, we don't want to be all crunched up. So you want to be relaxed, Shoulders down, getting them away from your earlobe. And once you're ready to start rolling towards the other side, maybe nice and slow, return to center as you roll your foam roller forward and back. I'm going to start shifting my weight now into the other glutes, the left side, and I'm looking for a trigger point, and I already found one. Those banded blocks we did yesterday, this is it right here. I found it. So just take deep breaths. And we're going to start moving up the spine. So slowly, we're going to roll, walking into the foot, getting into the lower back region. So into the vertebrae, the lumbar spine. So you can start at the sacrum and move upwards towards the bottom of your thoracic spine. So just stop right here as you roll, lower back, into sacrum, hip bones, and muscles of the glutes. As soon as you get to the top of your glutes, you come back to the bottom of your thoracic spine. Now with the same concept as we did the glutes, we're in the middle, right? You can start shifting your weight towards the right side. So now you're getting around the QL, the lower back muscles. Those muscles attaching to your hips, to your glutes, your core. So I found a trigger point, somewhere that I feel tightness, I feel a little bit of tenderness. I'm going to stop and wait about 30 seconds, adding that pressure. So all of my weight is on that side. And you should be doing the same on the other side. So let's start rolling slow towards the middle as we go up and down, top of the glutes, bottom of thoracic, right in your lower back. And start shifting the weight now to the other side. Experiencing that release, opening up the muscle, stretching and lengthening. Then we're going to get into our static stretches. You'll notice how much more you'll be able to stretch after you foam roll. So you can actually foam roll before a stretch session, and you'll realize how much more you get out of that session. So, again, find your trigger point after you have rolled a couple of times, nice and slow, up and down. You're going to stop at your trigger. Wait and hold. About 20 to 30 seconds, taking deep breaths. Enjoying the view. If you're looking out at nature, it is a beautiful day here, but the rain is coming. It was coming this way. It was raining. I drove here from down south, and it was pouring. But now the sun is out, nice and beautiful. Okay, let's start making our way up towards the thoracic spine. Now we're going to go about shoulder, right below the shoulder muscle, lats, and into the bottom of your thoracic. So right where the lower back starts, you want to pause. It should be around your rib cage, at the end of your rib cage. Start to roll back up, nice and slow. And you're using your feet, always digging those ankles into the ground. We're going to take our hands into opposite shoulders. So you're going to cross your arms with your elbows towards the ceiling to really vertebrae by vertebrae. Take a deep inhale through the nose, exhale through your mouth. So right around the lat muscles, those pulls that we did yesterday, the plank pulls, they're all around here today. You should be feeling this region. That's all we worked yesterday, these lats. Now, Sally, you can start shifting your weight, whatever side you want to go first. So we're going now towards the lateral. So you might need to adjust your feet positioning to get to a nice spot. And if you rolled a couple of times, nice and slow, up and down one side, you can start returning into center, always taking those deep breaths. And making your way on to the other side. Woo! Nice and slow here. Open up your muscles. Release the tension. This is awesome for recovery. You'll be brand new tomorrow. Maybe finding a trigger if you need to wait and hold. Coming back to center. And we're going to go ahead and get into the cervical spine. So all I want you to do here is extend your legs and let your head just slide on your foam roller, like a pillow. You're going to put it right between the bottom of your skull and the top of your traps. So the neck is on the foam roller. You're allowing it to spread and release tension from all those muscles in the back of the neck that connect to your trapezius. Now, same concept. Slowly roll your head to the right. Inhale, slowly return to center. Exhale, slowly roll your head to the left. Come back to center. And let's turn around to get into the quads and the front of the body. So roll up. We're going to finish these first 20 minutes in the front and back, working with the foam roller. So Sally, from now, we're going to go top of the knees, stay away from your kneecap, to your hips. So nice and slow. Start to with both legs. And if both legs is too much for you, you can start by taking one leg out and just working one leg at a time. So nice and slow, rolling your quads. You can use the elbows now. Walk them back and forward. Always taking a deep breath. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Stopping right above the knees and finding your trigger point. Wherever it is around the quad muscle, you can stop and hold about 30 seconds. Try not to drop the belly into the floor. You want to maintain your core engaged, just like holding a plank. So there is not too much tension and hyperextension in the lumbar spine. So you're going to keep the muscles in the core nice and braced. You're helping tone your core here with this stretch as well. So now, let's start making our way in towards the inner portion of your quads. You're going to take the foam roller. You're going to bring it now vertical to the body. And you're going to start opening out, rolling to the side. So with your knees bent, you're going to go from the top of the kneecap, knee insertion, into the inner groin. So you're going to roll the quad. If you're looking from the front, you don't have to switch. I'm just going to show you how it looks from the front. You're going in and towards the knee. If you want to take it and bring that into a diagonal angle, it'll be better to roll inside. So you can take the front of your foam roller and point it towards the right side and kind of bring it into a diagonal angle. Same thing, elbows and forearms on the floor, and start rolling that inner side. Your adductors. Woo! Find that trigger point. If you found it, hold. It might be uncomfortable, but it's totally worth it. Remember that the deeper you breathe, the better it is to relax the muscle. Let's go ahead and move on to the other side. So all you have to do is just shift to the top of the noodle into the corner. And you're going to take it into the other side. So sitting, stretch out the other leg, and start to roll inner groin to knees, staying above the knees. Woo! So nice and slow, rolling in, rolling out. Scan that adductor or your trigger point. Once you've found the trigger, stop, hold, and breathe. Relax. Great. Go ahead, bring that now up towards your arm. We're going to roll the shoulders. So all you're going to do, you're going to keep the noodle outside the right leg. You're going to come down and take your arms and just stretch out with your palms down and start rolling your forearms into your biceps, turning the palms now up towards the sky, getting into the shoulders, and coming back in. So you can stay around the universe where the elbow to your shoulder. So right around the bicep insertion. And what you can do here, Sally, is start to twist your arms like you have a ball in your hand, bringing the palm up as you roll in one direction, and the palm down as you roll away from the shoulder. So turning the palms up to roll upwards towards the shoulders, and your palms down to roll away. Once you get into the shoulder, you can take the back of the hands into the floor and just add tension and pressure to the front delt, that anterior delt. Releasing tension from the neck. Bringing your noodle towards the pecs. So now you can come into the floor, side, belly, and start rolling right around the chest and shoulders. So you can bring your noodle diagonally towards the left and just roll right there around your pecs. Few times, finding the tension, maybe turning your palms up and down as you roll in and out, and see what works best for you. There's really no right or wrong. It's more of ways of getting comfortable and adjusting and finding that trigger point. And we're going to go to the other side before we transition into your stretches. Bring the noodle outside the left. Start rolling from your forearm, palms down. As you stretch the arm, you start turning. Maybe coming a little closer towards the noodle. Rolling the shoulder, the bicep. Few times, looking for that trigger point. Maybe you found one. If you did, stop and hold. Taking deep breaths. Let's start getting into the pecs. Bring the thighs into the floor. Take your foam roller, your noodle, and turn now towards the right so you can get into your pecs. It's going to be on a diagonal angle where you're getting into the pec muscle and the front of the shoulders. Find that trigger point. Stop and hold the tension. And release. Let's just now roll the shins. You're going to come to a kneeling position. Toes flat, hands on the floor, all fours. You're going to pick up your toes and start going in towards the muscles. Yeah, in front of the shin bone. So just start rolling in towards the ankles. And in back towards the knees, staying below now the knees. So if you have any tightness, this will help release tension. All those muscles in front. All right, so let's your butt to the noodle, roll into your lower back, bring the shoulders, head, and neck into the floor. The noodle's going to sit right on your sacrum. You're going to inhale those legs up. Now, you might need to roll a little bit to get into a nice position where the noodle is against the sacrum. And just bring those knees into the chest, hugging the mid, stretching your glutes. You should feel amazing. We're going to stay here for about 30 to 45 seconds. Just enjoy yourself. Take some deep breaths. We're going to draw the abdominal wall into the spine. Inhaling about 4 counts. And exhaling for about 4 counts. We're going to release the left leg. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Now you can bend, and because you're higher, you're going to feel deeper stretch in the hip flexor. Right knee still here with your chest. You can bend the left leg and just let that heel rest on the floor. Now you want to walk your heels as far out as you can so you can feel that pull in those hip muscles. Yes, beautiful. Just like that. And relax. If you feel that you're squeezing your glutes or you're tensing up everything in the bottom half, start to release, relax. Now if you can stretch out that leg, stretch out the left, holding the right knee into the chest. Now inhale, exhale, bring your right leg to the right side. Keep your hips squared. So we're going in the outer, stretching the inner groin muscle. Your hand is just going to wrap around the shin, and you're going to open it. The left hand right over your hips, so you're pushing that hip down to keep it square. Take that inhale, bring your leg back to center, exhale. Now start to drop the leg into the other side as you gaze right. Palms are flat down. You're going to roll it to the top of the glutes. You feel really good. Holding that stretch. Inhale, center. Now we're going to bend your right leg over the left. Number 4. You can take your hands and push the knees away. Hi, puppy. So cute. Good morning. So take your hands now, interlace your fingers, and now pull your legs towards the chest and the belly. This is going to really stretch the hips and your lower back. Now you'll notice that you get deeper into the stretch by having your glutes elevated. So this foam roller is actually a nice prop to improve the stretch. Start to drop your left foot towards your hamstring, and now bring that leg in a little closer towards the chest. Take deep breaths. Great. We're going to go to the other side. Keep this left knee exactly where it is, and start to drop your right heel into the floor. So you're just going to let that leg hang nice and heavy. Gravity is going to do its job. You're going to draw a deep inhale and exhale your left thigh towards the chest. Just relax. Stay here for a few breaths. The muscle's going to start giving in. Start to stretch out your right leg, keeping the hips on your foam roller. Inhale, open your left leg towards the left side. Take your right hip over your right hip. Make sure that hip stays squared. When you're ready, inhale, swap. As you exhale, bring the right hand to the outer side of your left shin. Gaze over the left and drop that leg across the right side. Keeping those shoulder blades on the floor. You want to open the chest. Rolling it towards the outer right glutes and hips. We're going to take an inhale, roll back to center. Fold your right leg over the left, using your hands to push away the knees and getting deep into that hip. Inhale, exhale, bring the hands now under the hamstring, through your legs, and start to pull the right side towards the chest a little bit closer. Feeling that deep stretch on your outer hip, top glute. Relax those muscles. You're going to want to tense up. So try to bring awareness to where you are feeling the stretch and release the tension. Dropping your right heel towards your butt. Getting a little further into the stretch. Relax your muscles. And release the leg. Let's go ahead and have a seat. Buzz right over your foam roller. We're going to take that forward fold. This way you can stretch the legs a little more, reaching into your toes. Folding forward, release tension from the shoulders. If you need to bend your knees slightly, you can. If you feel that the hamstring Pull the belly in towards your thigh. Let gravity do its job. So you're just going to take deep breath, releasing the lower back. And from here, let's roll out the hamstrings. Just slide and roll back from the top of the knee into the bottom of your glutes. So you're going to focus on the hamstring. Nice and slow, looking for your trigger point. Maybe coming from the palms into the tips of the fingers. And bringing the butt to the floor, rolling that foam roller below your knee joint, getting right into your calf. You can lift the glutes and start rolling. Woo! Those calf muscles. I think this is the worst part. My calves are very sensitive. They're always tight, they're always sore. So here, you possibly will find a few trigger points. You can lower your butt down and start rolling from the side, focusing more on the right, outer portion of the calf, and into the left. Looking for your triggers. Maybe taking one foot to get into the inner portion of the calf. Just turning your right glute into the floor. So you go onto your glute, like you're doing the twist, and roll it out. And then you can cross your legs. You can go to the outer portion. You would take your top leg over, rolling that outer calf. Once you finish with one leg, go ahead and move to the other. Coming into the inner portion of the calf. You just go into that hip, sitting on your glutes. The leg is going to be a prop to help you move forward and back. And you can cross that leg over to get into the outer portion of your calf. Still on your side. Great. And let's finish like we started. When you're ready, coming up, standing tall. We're going to take the right foot and just roll into the foam roller, pushing it down. So it's very important that you have your balance and your stability here. One foot only. Don't you attempt getting both feet on that foam roller, girl. That's not going to be a pretty sight. So only one leg. And you roll forward and back, adding pressure by pushing the foot down towards your floor. Rolling forward, rolling back, nice and slow. And take that right foot off, triangle pose. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, toes in line with your kneecap. Bring your fingertips to the floor. Let's take a twist, left hand down, right arm up. exhale, left arm stack, twist, pushing both heels into the floor. And bring it back down, slowly rolling. Finishing with the left side. Left foot on your noodle. Roll forward and back. Maybe the inner outer portion of your foot, finding tension. Deep breath. This is it. Relax, stretch. Great. One more inhale, one more exhale. And when you're ready, take that left foot off. Triangle pose. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. From your hips, pushing them back. Fingertips to the floor. Toes in line with your kneecap. Let's take a twist. Inhale, right hand down. Exhale, left arm up. Gaze left. Inhale, right hand down. Exhale, right arm up. Gaze right. And inhale back to the floor. Slowly coming up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Take a deep breath. Arms up. Close your eyes. Take this opportunity to think about those 3 things that you are grateful for today. Give yourself a loving hug. Thank you so much for coming.